Hi, my name's Jonah,
I'm Evan.
And I'm Tyler.
and together we have all created SmartStack, an innovative solution to a major safety issue in the supply chain industry. Our target issue is pallet stability.
Falling materials from pallets cause many injuries and fatalities across the consumer manufacturing industry in the United States and Canada, resulting in time lost working and injury compensation. In fact, since 2010, there have been more than 544 pallet-related occupational accidents, costing companies in between $38,000 and $150,000 in direct costs for each case. Unstable pallets also destroy products during transportation, costing manufacturers and lost revenue. Product damage during transportation costs up to 48 cents per pallet, and product losses in warehouses and distribution centers cost as much as $3.20 per pallet per year.
In transportation, up to 11% of trucks will have one or more pallets that fall over throughout the shipping process. Our idea is to identify and predict the probability of a pallet falling over before it gets loaded onto the trucks. So, what are the functionalities of the prototype? Well, we want to identify the major reasons why a pallet will fall over. So the first major reason that we've identified is empty space. Empty space between products allows products to shift during the transportation process. The second major reason why pallets will fall during transport is if there's a crushed box, you will never be able to get the same box support to support all the products that are above it on the pallet. Once you have a crushed box, that presents a major weak point into the stability of the pallet. And the third major reason why pallets fall over is having an uneven center of gravity. So if you have a whole bunch of heavy products on one side of the pallet and then a whole bunch of relatively lighter products on the other side of the pallet will naturally tilt towards the heavy side, which promotes it to tilt even more. And then during transportation, this can cause it to fall over. So we are approaching this issue through advanced machine learning and active neural networks to calculate a pallet's probability of falling before it gets loaded onto a truck.
For the prototype here, we trained the model using over 1,000 pictures of good and bad stacked pallets. And through our model, we have the model will intake 500 by 500 pixel pictures. And in there, it will use 5 different activation layers as well as 3 decision layers to create a prediction on the outcome of how a pallet looks compared to its probability of falling.
So how do we collect all the data to train our model? So I went down to a local grocery store and I asked them if I could borrow one of their pallets for a couple of days. And I also asked them to borrow a whole bunch of their boxes. So they thankfully said yes and brought it to my garage. And me and Tyler built 1,000 different box configurations for one side of the pallet, and we took photos of this one side. And with our 1,000 different photos, we ran it through a training simulation, and we ended up training a neural brain to have a 91% accuracy in predicting if the pallet was going to fall.
In sum, our prototype shows that our product can be used to help keep workers safe, and that our program uses variables such as box size, weight, and contents to determine the best stacking method for preventing damage. We've also demonstrated today that our product will help warehouse workers ensure the safest pallet configuration to guarantee safe transportation of consumer goods.
So what's next for this product? Well, the way we see it is we proved that there's a clear correlation between how pallet visually looks and its safety and the way it's going to fall over. So what we believe we can do is instead of just using pictures, if we could get hooked up to some of these warehouse cameras and collect more and more data using AMS Video Indexer for Microsoft Azure, we believe we could predict a pallet falling over while it's being stacked, stopping it early in its stack to assure the safety of all employees within the warehouse.